Everyone was interested in it, but somebody grabbed.
I was not interested. It was disturbing, very least, and quite improper.
But these things did happen then, you agree?
Yes.
So,
yes.
So, in fact, would you agree that it was Mr. Alesborn who retrieves the satchel from beneath the body of the deceased and then presented it to the priest? Is this correct?
No, it was that Tristan fellow. He retrieved the pouch, and then he rifled through the books.
Interesting. So it was the pouch first, and then the books, and
Yes.
the mystery fellow then fought with him over a scrap of paper,
Yes. Which
and then
no. Yes.
so did this Tristan then leave with the scrap of paper,
Correct.
Yes.
and you left with the satchel?
I did not take the satchel, no.
No one took the satchel.
Excuse me. I would not dare touch the satchel, because I believe that satchel was the work of witches. And you...
So you're
You
saying
need
it was
to
some sort of
only-
unholy potpourri?
Perhaps,
Gotcha.
I wouldn't use the word potpourri, but it is the work of witches. They use herbs and oils
And
to
oils.
administer their curses, and by merely
Darkness.
touching said herbs or oils can cause you harm.
I see.
So I wouldn't dare touch any herbs.
But Mr. Aylesborn did touch it.
I don't know. I was overcome. I was speaking with the gentleman who had gone down the wrong path, the path of thievery, and I was hoping if I could lead him to the path of God. So I did not
This-
see
Which
What was
gentleman was
happening?
this?
the one we cannot name.
Or will not?
I
The
do not-
mysterious eighth member of this
I have
comedy,
no,
perhaps, that no one seems to recall at all.
I have no
Do
reason.
you recall there was an eighth person?
I do. I do not recall his name. I had no interaction with him other than to get him to calm down. I have no reason not to know. You know, if I knew his name, I would say it's because there's no benefit to hide the name.
And you said you had to calm him down. Was he agitated for some reason?
Oh yes, he was agitated.
Very
Very
insistent.
about it had been, the piece of paper had been stolen from something. I do not know though.
And did you see the paper?
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think I did.
Do you recall what was on it?
There was hieroglyphics, Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Interesting.
I asked the man why he would have that, especially at occasion like this, and he said that he was interested in learning more. That he had done research. I thought it was very peculiar, but
And there was nothing more. You don't remember any other interesting, perhaps notable events that happened during the evening?
no,
So nothing about a suit.
no. I have my suit. I do not know any other suit. Everybody was wearing suits.
All right then. And do you recall on the bookshelf where Mr. Redden was? As I suppose some said, he was being handsy with the books.
So
Can't see what
I think wasn't it like the top shelf?
Yeah.
Then I'd point to exactly where I would remember it to be. So, top shelf, center, right? You know, something like that.
Yeah, that looks about right.
Interesting.
Top shelf books.
And none of the others of you have touched any of these since last night.
No, of course.
Interesting.
Perhaps it would be good to question Tristan.
Yes, we've been looking for him as well. He was not at his apartment, and we've been having some difficulty tracking him down. If you gentlemen would not mind, and lady, madam, we would like to put together a description of this mysterious eighth figure that you all seem to recall, but have neither name nor understanding of.
Yeah.
And none of you had ever seen him before then.
Never.
All right, listen. I know the guy.
You do.
I do. He does. So listen, he doesn't like cops too terribly much. And I didn't think he'd really want to get involved in all
Wow.
this. So I tried to keep it quiet for him, but
Everybody's throwing everybody under the bus.
I really like cops. So I'm gonna tell you,
They're my favorite.
you guys do a really good
You're my
job, and I just want to make your job easier.
It's interesting how much you like cops and you would wait on this information, especially when he asked you.
Well,
if
he
you knew
is.
his name.
He's a friend of mine. His name is Arthur Gray.
He can be forgiven.
This is true. It is good that you are now confessing your sins.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Your friend's Arthur Gray?
And there's lots of Grays in this city. I don't think there's any.
Well, you don't mean the Arthur Gray.
There's got to be at least 12 Arthur Grays in Cardiff.
Perhaps, but
This guy.
you are aware that there is only one Arthur Gray that is well known to the police.
I don't think he's well known to police. I think he's just like not a big fan.
Man.
You know, he's sort of an independent type. I wouldn't call him a scofflaw, but
Wait, so is he?
wait,
is he the Arthur
Wait,
Gray
is
of
Arthur
the
Gray-
Cardiff Steamship Corporation Arthur Grays?
is Arthur Gray a criminal?
No, he's been missing for a long time.
Well, he never told me
His
that.
parents reported his. It's been in the papers, man.
Paper?
Mhm. Well, I don't.
Paper was stolen.
I mean,
I
it hasn't been in my newspapers.
Your communist dailies.
So you are saying?
Rich man
That-
goes missing. A victory for the people.
So you were saying that the young Mr. Gray of
Okay.
the Cardiff Grays is the fellow who you've all seen that was at this party last night.
Well,
Officer, that's preposterous.
what does Arthur Gray look like? Certainly, you must
Oh
have
my
a
goodness.
description within your missing persons archives.
Well, he was but
I've
a
known this man
teenager
for-
when he went missing.
I've
No
known
one
this
has
man
seen him
for
a
10
decade.
years.
Well, imagine him with a beard. He just, like the way he was when he was missing, but with a beard.
Did he have a beard?
He's English. He wouldn't have a beard.
He'd have some, like,
okay.
scruff.
I don't know.
This
I
is-
wasn't on the underworld.
Do you have a
Oh,
beard?
man. He's gonna kill me.
I at least have mutton chops.
You have mutton chops.
Were you carrying your violin case?
Beautiful.
No.
Great,
I don't.
beautiful
It's a
mutton
probably
chops.
have a violin.
What?
Wait,
Why do you have
no,
a
I-
violin case?
I guess I would.
Do you
But
know
you wouldn't
how
have
to
my
find
You
this,
said
Mr.
you were-
Gray?
I said
Do I know how to find you?
said
I don't know.
trained
Do you?
violin,
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, do I know how to find you?
No.
How do I contact you when I need you to wrestle up?
Dropbox.
So
or a
just like
communist
tell
convention?
some people to find me.
You,
Like,
Ooh, you
like
got a
people,
contact?
people on this. Yeah,
Don't come,
like,
don't
okay.
come for me.
third
I'll send
party.
for you.
listen. If you want Arthur Gray, you just put the word out, and he comes to you.
Whoa.
He's like Batman.
He's sort of like Batman.
You can reach Arthur Gray.
I mean, maybe.
We will need you to produce him.
You need to reduce him.
Oh man, he's
Oh.
all right. But I need you to get me a job.
You want to be a police officer?
This is not a negotiation, sir. This is a murder investigation. And you're telling me that a man we thought had been dead for a decade is not only alive, but was the mysterious figure that was here having an altercation with a man that we now cannot find over a piece of parchment with Egyptian hieroglyphics at the site of a murder.
I guess I can see why you'd want to find him.
That's
I
quite
think
the
you can
miracle.
imagine
Oh my God.
from my position how this is more than a little bit suspicious.
All right. Listen, officer, that is pretty suspicious. And I Chester's a good. He's good at heart. And I know he hasn't done anything wrong, so I'll put the word out.
No,
and
you're
he
Chester.
Can... No, Arthur.
Yeah, no, you're referring to yourself in the third person, right? You're like,
So-
Chester's good. Chester
Arthur.
do good.
Arthur's a good kid. He hasn't done anything wrong, and I'll put the word out and see if I can find him so that he can clear his name and prove that he's not the same Arthur Gray. Because there's got to be like 30 of them in this city.
I'm
Maybe
sure
it's...
that we're only interested in one of them. Believe me, if we were interested in any of the other Arthur Grays, we would have found them by now. As our French friend has mentioned, my staff is quite good at their job.
American.
Oh yes, of course, American.
I get that.
Yes, you don't have what we would call a classic American accent.
Wow. How exciting.
Man,
You might be able to solve a missing person and a murder mystery.
Exciting is not exactly my emotion right now, but
No.
I can imagine how for a man of the cloth that this might be more excitement than you've seen in a while. I hope you will all
Arthur,
understand
kill me.
if I
might
make
literally
it
kill
quite
me.
adamant that none of you should leave town in the foreseeable future.
Wait, how long of a foreseeable future?
Until such a time as we are able to conclude this investigation. This has become much more mysterious than I had anticipated. And you are all witnesses to a significant... I beg your pardon?
Witch's work is very mysterious.
Witnesses.
Witches' work is very mysterious.
Of course.
I did
I'm
not
sure
misread
that it is. But as witnesses, I hope you will understand that we may have to ensure that all of you are readily available to us until such a time as we can put this matter to bed.
Yes, you mentioned that one of the witnesses had gone missing. This Tristan fellow. Should we be worried for our safety?
Well, we have no evidence at this point that whatever had occurred here is a danger to anyone else. But it is Saturday afternoon, and Mr. Wren is a young man. Perhaps he's out and about, as it were. We have no reason to believe that there has been any foul play at this point. But I would say that since you were witness to such a horrible event, that you should tread lightly and be wary, perhaps more vigilant of the people in your lives. It is possible that there are those who would consider you a threat if they think that you saw something that you were not supposed to have seen. If anyone should come upon any scraps of paper or satchels of herbs that they might have accidentally pocketed on their way home, perhaps in a drunken stupor, that you may return it without consequence. If anyone hears anything about a suit that you feel is relevant to the case, you should please come to the station and let us know. Before dismissing you, I very much do want to ask, is there anything you can think of that you might not have shared?
Listen, officer, this couldn't be the result of some contagious Egyptian disease, could it? Should I be... I have...
Have you found God?
You are
I
a
don't-
doctor, they
we-
tell me?
We know things about, like,
Do you
pasteurization
think
and
there is
stuff.
any credence to this disease idea that...
Don't worry, you will be fine, my son.
I mean, how else would you
perfect.
explain something like that?
It's not anything I've ever encountered in my life, other than in the war. And in the war, there were casualties of the hundreds of thousands, even possibly millions, and nothing like this. Nothing like this. No.
Well, we will certainly take note of it. I will inform the coroner's office to be extra wary and careful. At this point, I think it is important that you return to your homes. You should definitely act with most haste to find Mr. Gray. If you will please have him come to the station as soon as possible, we have many questions for him.
I don't think I'll be able to convince him to come to a police station.
Perhaps
He's not a big fan of you guys.
Perhaps a neutral place.
Maybe,
Yes, like a
cafe?
cafe, perhaps?
What cafe?
and you guys
a
aren't
church?
gonna arrest him, are you?
Well, I can neither say whether or not we would or not. It
Well,
would
'cause
certainly
he's-
depend
well,
on the
so- I mean,
circumstances.
Has he committed any crimes?
I don't think so. You're not. I mean, I don't know. Presumably, if he ran, like this guy's a friend of mine. If he ran away, he must have done so for a reason, right?
Well-
Are you gonna give him back to his parents?
Well, he is a grown man. He can do whatever he wishes with his life as long as he has committed no crimes.
Well,
Why are
alright.
you so wary about protecting his location? Do you know of crimes that he has committed that we are not aware of?
I don't think so.
Huh. Well, please make haste. We will need to see him as quickly as possible. It seems like he is the key to all of this.
Okay. I will send out word for him to meet me at XYZ Cafe at I don't know.
Oh yes, the XYZ Cafe is quite excellent. Although
Yes.
I've always felt that naming the cafe after such a horrid affair was not a good idea.
Well,
So,
It's a
history joke for those of you viewing at home.
It's a themed
So-
cafe.
Yes.
A horror themed. Very advanced for its time.
Okay, so he does send all of you home. Are you actually putting the word out, or are you just like schluffing the whole thing? Like-
yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, so you like find some urchins on the street and say, do you put like a big do you put a little sticker of a bat
Start
like on
putting
the
water
corner?
posters
No,
up
but I
for,
pass him a
like,
coin and say,
$12.
a little bit of chair or a patron of the art.
Okay. Do you have a system in place
Yeah.
where you guys okay? And he does come look for you, not the other way around.
Yes.
Okay.
What? Me bumbling out, being able to find him?
I don't know. Maybe you're good friends. Maybe you've like pawned off like tons of illegal literature all over Europe and stuff like that. That we don't know
Hundreds of
about.
hiding locations, one communist base.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Right. Like, there's no way of knowing.
one nest.
Yep. There's an
Uh,
efficient way to do this.
Do I have a chance to talk to Gregory before I make my parting ways?
Oh yeah. He did. Once he's done with you guys, he kind of like leaves you guys to your own devices. He's not gonna force you to leave the estate because
Okay.
the thing with these large estates is that they're like semi-home / museum like places,
Oh, yeah.
and so as long as you don't go upstairs into the actual private rooms of the family, half the time there are people here that they may not even know are around.
Yes, my son.
Father, you kept on mentioning witches and demons
Yes.
and evil spirits.
How else can you explain such a terrible, terrible death? I mean, you and I know that there are many ways for men and women to
this
die,
makes
but
sense.
nothing like this. Nothing without.
Well, just in
Something.
case, I'm wondering if I were to encounter an evil spirit or a witch or a demon, what should I do? Do I just pray?
Pray would work. Yes. You can also carry with you a small bell.
A bell?
Yes, a small bell is it's church time. It reminds them of the sanctity of the church, and they do not like the sound.
Oh.
Yes. You will also, let's see. Where is this? Bells are often rung when hailstorms and other tempests in which witches' work is suspected and brooding and threatening.
So if I ring a bell,
It should scare the
Then,
witch away, yes.
okay. Well,
All because the sounds of bell, they call men to holy prayer, and is obvious, odious and baleful to demons and witches.
okay, well, merci. I will.
Please, I have an extra one. You may take it.
Ah,
It's a
merci.
little tiny little bell.
Ooh. Is he gonna wear it on a string around his neck?
Yeah, you
Little
can.
bunch of
No.
people just, like,
No, I'm just gonna pocket it.
Okay.
Yeah, Well, if that is all, I will see you possibly at the Sunday Mass,
Yes, and
which is tomorrow. Yeah.
maybe carry a bucket of water.
A whole bucket of water.
Yes, you see, witches must be dirty in order to do their dirty work. If you forgive the little joke there.
This is
And
a lot
so
to
you
be
can
carrying.
spray. You
This is a
can
lot to be
clean them
carrying
really
around.
quick with some water.
And then they'll melt.
No, they won't melt, but they'll find themselves clean and awash and unable to do their unholy works.
Well, I will see what I can do about that. Au revoir.